Hi everyone. I wanted to let you know that I reviewed most of your compare contrast essays, and some of you I've asked to rewrite, and you'll know if I've asked for a rewrite if I indicate a grade of a 1 in the gradebook column for your compare contrast essay. But I wanted to, before you go to rewrite it, I wanted to just kind of review some of the components of a comparison and contrast essay. So when you were looking at the whole essay form as shown here, you have your introductory paragraph, and it kind of gives the reader some background information about what you're going to discuss. So in this case, this essay is going to be about hybrid cars. So you would assume that your reader knows nothing about a hybrid car, how it functions, who sells it, what the purpose is, what are the benefits, and you put that in your introductory paragraph, followed by your thesis statement. And the thesis is really important because it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to name your subjects, and you should have two of them for compare and contrast. In this case, subject 1 is a hybrid car, subject 2 is a conventional car. And then you have to decide whether you're going to do a comparison and contrast. And they've decided to talk about one being better than the other. So they're going to be contrasting them. And they say it right here. So a better choice than a conventional car is your hybrid car, even with low gas mileage. So they've established the fact that they're going to do a compare contrast. They've named the subjects. Then you get to your first paragraph. Remember, we talked about tree and all the other ones, and you can't break from tree for this one. So you need your topic sentence that says what you're going to discuss. And this person has talked about tax breaks, okay? So your subjects are hybrid cars versus conventional cars. And what is the difference? What's your position? Your controlling idea is that there's tax breaks. Then you have to show us through examples 3 tax breaks and then explain them as well. So I'm going to pull over to the second one. So here is page 2. So page 2 is going to have, this is your second paragraph. Notice that paragraphs are indented. They lead with a topic sentence. Again, you have the main idea, hybrid cars versus conventional cars. And then what is the next thing that you're going to talk about? That's the second controlling idea, is going to be saving money. So there should be 3 examples and 3 reasons and 3 examples of how a car owner with a hybrid car would save money over someone with a conventional car, and then you're going to explain it. So this again is, I pulled this essay form because I liked the fact that it's color-coded. I liked that there's good, strong topic sentences. But remember, in here for English 101, the expectation is 3 reasons, 3 examples. Some of these paragraphs may or may not exhibit that, but that's okay because I really wanted you to see how to structure it, how to set it up, and to get those topic sentences in place. So here's your third one. The most important benefit of hybrid cars over conventional cars is they have lower impact on the environment. So now the author is going to be talking about hybrid cars and conventional cars, your 2 subjects again, that's your main idea. But what's the controlling idea? It's not tax breaks like the first paragraph. It's not saving money like the second. This time they want to talk about lower impact to the environment. And then they go ahead and they give 3 reasons, 3 examples. So here is the final page. So when you are finishing developing all the reasons and examples for your third paragraph, then you're going to do a concluding paragraph. And a concluding paragraph basically summarizes everything that you've said. So although hybrid cars are more expensive, they're well worth it, right? So they're pro-hybrid cars. They're doing comparison on 3 points. The first one is tax breaks. The second one is saving money. And the third one is the impact on the environment. So that's how I would like you to restructure yours. If you received a 1, please try to redo it. And if you get the essay into me by Sunday, I'll have time to grade it and replace that 1, hopefully with an A. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to also send you these notes so that you can scan them at your leisure. Again, have any questions at all, call me. My number is 1-816-WRITE-EASY. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, everyone.